I'm Kaylee Stevens, school counselor at Hamilton Township High School. My colleague Megan Steele and myself would like to take this opportunity to recognize those graduates from the class of 2020 for their outstanding accomplishments. These accomplishments are also noted in the program. The class of 2020 has become passionate about service. They understand that it requires selflessness, compassion, empathy, and understanding. In your program, you will find that 11 students have gone above and beyond the 30 hours of required service and have earned the Principal's Service Award by logging over 200 community service hours. 6 students from the class of 2020 have truly dedicated themselves to community service by logging over 400 community service hours, and by doing so, have earned the Superintendent's Service Award. Thank you for your exceptional service to your school and community. We would also like to recognize those students who attended Eastland Career Center, Fairfield Career Center, or a satellite program. This year, more than 24 of our Eastland Fairfield graduates have earned an industry credential, certification, or the professional license and are now work ready. We would like to thank our partner teachers and administrators at Eastland Career Technical Schools who have worked with our students to help prepare them for their careers.
High school students can also gain recognition for exceeding Ohio's graduation requirements through an honors diploma. Students challenge themselves by taking and succeeding at high-level coursework and in real-world experiences. 11 students in this year's graduating class have met the criteria prescribed by the state of Ohio to earn an academic honors diploma. You will also find that members of this year's graduating class are wearing various honor cords to represent their induction into various honor societies. These graduates have been inducted into National Honor Society, National French Honor Society, or National Technical Honor Society, as noted in the graduation program. In addition, we have students that are sporting purple cords. Those students have made their commitment to enlist in one of the 5 branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. At this time, it is our honor to introduce the top 10 students in the graduating class of 2020.
Graduating 10th in the Hamilton Township class of 2020 with a grade point average of 3.875 is James ZAREK GAYHEART. James is the son of Jim and Angie GAYHEART. Throughout high school, James was on the honor roll for all 4 years in which he earned his academic letter. James recently received his Career Center passport from Eastland Career Center, where he was a student in the medical office program. He was also a student ambassador at their Career Center, in which he helped welcome new students and assisted with other guidance responsibilities. While in high school, James has utilized his free time by volunteering at the library. Next year, James plans to obtain a position in the medical field in which he hopes to work for Nationwide Children's Hospital. James would like to thank all of the staff and teachers at Hamilton and Eastland because if it wasn't for them, he wouldn't have made it this far. Congratulations, James.
Graduating with a 3.886 cumulative grade point average and 9th in his class is Creed Lewis Tackett. Creed is the son of Tara and John Tackett. In his time at Hamilton, Creed has earned an academic letter for being on the principal's honor roll. He recently received the Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Creed was also selected as September Senior of the Month, an achievement that earned him the title for Senior of the Year for the class of 2020. Creed is also a varsity letterman for both football and wrestling teams. He has also been a member of the Hamilton Township High School National Honor Society, where he has served his school and community in various capacities. In his free time, Creed has also volunteered for Vacation Bible School at his church, as a student aide for the high school, and as a clock runner for semi-professional football games. Upon graduation, Creed plans to attend Wilmington College, where he plans to pursue a degree in special education. Creed would like to thank his mom, his dad, all of his family, and the Hamilton Township community for helping him make it to this point in his life. Congratulations, Creed.
8th in this year's graduating class with a grade point average of 3.949 is MAKALA and KAYAVONG. She is the daughter of Joy Sipe and Carl Robinette. While a Hamilton Township student, MAKALA made honor roll in which she earned her academic letter and was recognized for the President's Award of Educational Excellence. She was also nominated by her teachers as March Senior of the Month and was selected as the recipient of both the Outstanding Senior in English and the Outstanding Senior in French. Not only has MAKALA been a member of the HTHS French Club, but she has also been inducted into the National French Honor Society. MAKALA is also a member of the women's choir, and in her free time, she volunteered as a teacher aide for the high school. This fall, MAKALA plans to enroll at Denison University as a political science major. Congratulations, MAKALA.
Graduating 7th in the class of 2020 with a cumulative grade point average of 3.998 is MADISON RAYNE Fields. She is the daughter of Karen Bennett. MADISON has been on honor roll throughout high school, where she earned her academic letter. While at Hamilton Township High School, MADISON was a member of the National Honor Society and COSI Academy and participated in the College Credit Plus program through Columbus State. She was nominated by her teachers as both April Senior of the Month and Outstanding Senior in Science. In her free time, MADISON has volunteered as a teacher aide for the high school and for her community by volunteering with the NBC4 Stuff the Backpack Drive and the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. This summer, MADISON plans to continue her education at Columbus State to complete her associate's degree in science and then transfer to the University of Cincinnati to major in neuroscience with the goal of becoming a neurosurgeon. MADISON would like to thank her family and friends for supporting and encouraging her throughout this whole journey. Also to her teachers for doing such a great job at pushing her to do more because they believed in her. Thank you all. Congratulations, MADISON.
6th in this year's graduating class is SHAYE Elizabeth Ann Perkins. SHAYE is graduating with a cumulative grade point average of a 4.005. She is the daughter of Joe Perkins. While in high school, SHAYE has devoted many of her community service hours to volunteering at St. Jude's, fundraising, and with community trash pickup. She has also volunteered as a high school teacher aide. And in her free time, SHAYE spends her time working and hiking. Next year, SHAYE plans to attend Morehead State University to major in pediatric physical therapy. SHAYE would like to thank her grandparents and her mom and dad for helping her make it to this point in her life. Congratulations, SHAYE.
5th in this year's graduating class with a cumulative grade point average of 4.016 is MAKENNA Nicole Jenkins. MAKENNA is the daughter of Rhonda and John Jenkins. During her time at Hamilton Township, MAKENNA has earned honor roll all 4 years of high school, in which she lettered in her academics. MAKENNA is a member of the National Honor Society, in which she was recently awarded the American Red Cross Drive to Serve Scholarship for her participation in the high school blood drives. During her high school career, MAKENNA has been a member of the HTHS varsity volleyball, soccer, and track teams, where she earned her varsity and academic letters for her participation in all three. She also earned honorable mention, Rookie of the Year, and Player of the Game honors in soccer. MAKENNA has earned her community service hours through various activities, which includes coaching and refereeing for youth soccer and volleyball, volunteering for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, and participating in various fundraising opportunities. She was also a teacher aide for the high school. MAKENNA plans to attend the University of Cincinnati in the fall, where she intends to major in nursing. MAKENNA would like to thank the staff at Hamilton Township High School, especially the counselors and Susan Sewell. She would also like to send a huge thank you to her family for supporting her in everything that she chooses to do. Congratulations, MAKENNA.
Graduating 4th in Hamilton Township class of 2020 with a 4.042 cumulative grade point average is MADISON Nicole ACKLEY. MADISON is the daughter of Carla Houston and James ACKLEY. In her time at Hamilton Township, MADISON has earned an academic letter for being on the honor roll. She is also very involved in the high school art program, in which she was recently recognized with the Artistic Achievement Award and was chosen as the recipient of the Hamilton Local Art and Design Scholarship for her contributions to the district's art show. She also received recognition for the President's Award for Educational Excellence. In service to her community, MADISON has volunteered her time taking care of rabbits as a rabbit shelter, participating in face painting for elementary school functions, and being a student aide for multiple high school teachers and throughout the years. This fall, MADISON plans to continue her education at Columbus State and then transfer to The Ohio State University to major in psychology in hopes of pursuing a career in counseling or social work. Madison would like to thank her parents, teachers, friends, and boyfriend for pushing her and supporting her through all the difficult times she has gone through and keeping her motivated to become successful. Congratulations, Madison.
Graduating with a 4.091 cumulative grade point average and third in her class is Samantha June Ratliff. She is the daughter of Heidi Ratliff and Mark Barrick and Mike Ratliff. Samantha has earned recognition on the honor roll all 4 years of high school and earned an academic letter. She has also participated in the College Credit Plus program through Columbus State Community College. Samantha recently received the Jocelyn Scholarship for displaying exemplary school spirit, as well as the President's Award for Educational Excellence. While at HTHS, Samantha was a member of the varsity cheerleading squad, National Honor Society, and yearbook staff. In her free time outside of school, Samantha holds a job at Hardee's and volunteers her time as a volunteer with the South High Library. She also earned her community service hours by assisting with Pee Wee cheer camps. Upon graduation, Samantha plans to attend Bowling Green State University, where she will major in English and minor in creative writing. She would like to continue her education after pursuing her bachelor's degree to study law. Samantha would like to thank her parents and teachers for always being there for her and pushing her to become the person she is today. She would like to thank her friends for being there for her and with her through all of the crazy times. Congratulations, Samantha.
Graduating second in Hamilton Township High School's class of 2020 is this year's salutatorian, Riley Ann Nicole Thomas. Riley earned a cumulative grade point average of a 4.291. She is the daughter of Eric and Donita Thomas. While at Hamilton Township High School, Riley has made the honor roll every year and has received academic letters. During her high school years, Riley served as president of the high school's National Honor Society and senior class secretary on the student council. She was also nominated by her teachers for September Senior of the Month, an achievement that also earned her the title of Senior of the Year. Riley recently received the Honda, Ohio State STEM Award, along with being named Outstanding Senior in Mathematics. She was also recently awarded the Earl Joyner Booster Memorial Scholarship, the Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award, and the Principal's Award for Educational Excellence. Riley is also a decorated gymnast and has participated on the high school's volleyball and track and field teams, where she was a varsity letterman for both. Riley has numerous sports honors, including 6 academic Mid-State League awards, 7 first-team Mid-State League honors in track, and girls track and field most outstanding performance, 2nd team Mid-State League and honorable mention Central District honors in volleyball, and Columbus Dispatch Track Athlete of the Week recognition. She was also named the Agonis Club of Central Ohio Scholar Athlete for Hamilton Township High School. Riley has also received recognition for the Principal Community Service Award for completing over 200 hours of service. She has dedicated her time through volunteering for various activities, including local blood drives, youth center camps, being a teacher's aide, and fundraising for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure and Volley for the Cure. Riley plans to attend Ashland University this fall, where she will major in biology on the pre-dentistry track with the intention of becoming an orthodontist. She will also participate on Ashland's track and field team. Riley would like to thank her parents for the unconditional love and support with everything she has done, and would like to thank her teachers and coaches for pushing her and helping her get to where she is today. I am honored to present Hamilton Township High School's class of 2020 salutatorian, Riley Thomas.
First, I would like to thank everyone who is working on the front lines of this virus and keeping our families safe and healthy. I would also like to thank Mr. Tyler and the administration that made this graduation ceremony possible. Thank you for giving us a ceremony as personal as it can be under the circumstances. We appreciate you keeping the students in mind and putting time and effort into this. We all imagine today a little differently. Nonetheless, today is very special. Today we get to celebrate the final page of this chapter in our lives. We all had a favorite story when we were younger, and I'd like to share mine with you today. When I was younger, I would make my parents read Little Quack by Lauren Thompson to me every night. Little Quack is about a group of ducklings and their mama. The ducklings weren't so little anymore, which means it was time for them to leave the nest. When the mama told the ducklings, they all said, "No, Mama, no, we're too scared." The mama always told them, "You can do it. I know you can." One duckling built up the bravery to jump in the pond and was the first to leave the nest. And then another, and then another. Until one little duckling was left in the nest, Little Quack. He was the smallest and the most afraid. Mama called out, "Come, little duckling, paddle on the water with me." The other ducklings yelled, "Come on, you can do it." Little Quack yelled, "No, Mama, no. I'm too scared. I'm just too scared." Mama told Little Quack, "You can do it." And then the other little ducklings said, "We know you can." Little Quack looked out into the water and thought to himself, could he actually do it? Then suddenly, he closed his eyes and jumped. Splish, splash, sploosh, splash. He yelled, "I did it!" And his mama said, "I always knew you could." All of the ducklings left the nest, even after being so afraid, and the mama knew the whole time what they were capable of. This story reminds me of what being a ranger is. Being a ranger means no duckling gets left behind. For the past 13 years, my classmates and I have felt loved and cared for by the people that have surrounded us. Being a ranger means being a part of a family. This family is dedicated to seeing all of us succeed and supporting us along the way. Being a ranger means making a difference. We have raised money and awareness for breast cancer and autism. We have donated blood to the Red Cross and saved lives. We continue to change lives around us. Our staff, families, friends, and community know what we're capable of. Some of us may be scared for the future, some may be excited, and many of us are both. No matter what we decide to do in our next step of life, there will always be someone behind you, cheering you on and telling you you can do it. We just have to believe in ourselves and jump. I would like to take a moment and thank the teachers who helped us get here today. Each one of you has played an important role in our lives, and we don't say thank you enough. We often don't realize the lessons you are teaching us have greater value than words in a textbook. You supported us in the classroom, on the field, court, and track, on the stage, and at our concerts. You stood behind us, rooting us on every step of the way. Thank you to the teachers who gave us a hug when we needed it, or a pep talk when we were down, and even told us bad dad jokes to make us laugh. I'd love to say that you're finally getting rid of us, but we know that's not true. We know your support will not end after today, because once a ranger, always a ranger. You continue to make a difference in students' lives, and we are so grateful. Thank you to everyone that provided us with opportunities to grow into better people. Your dedication does not go unnoticed. Thank you to our families that drove us to and from school and practices. We could never thank you enough for everything you do for us, and we love you. For the past 4 years, many of us have strived for perfection. Whether it was writing the perfect paper, creating a perfect art project, or having a perfect game. We worked towards this nearly impossible goal. Each one of us has made mistakes throughout this journey, and each one we've made, big or small, is important because it provided us with the opportunity to learn. Some of us may have forgotten the chain rule while solving a derivative, or procrastinated a project until the last minute. Oftentimes, when we fell short of perfection, we saw it as a failure, even if it wasn't. It wasn't until this year that I learned progression is far more important than perfection. When looking back, I can guarantee that none of us were perfect, but we are all here today because we learned from the little things and moved forward. Our lives will be full of mistakes and errors. They're a natural part of life, and we must accept this. Perfection is not always obtainable, but progression is. Some say we shouldn't look back, but I disagree. I think it is important to look back and see how far we've come and remember how we got where we are. I think we need to look back and remember all of the memories we were able to make. Many of us will remember watching the football team and hearing our band on Friday nights. We wore green and gold, ate french fries, and drank lemonade shake-ups. Our memories may be the lip sync battles, dodgeball tournaments, or pep rallies, maybe even just simply hanging out with friends. We were able to enjoy these times with the people around us. In these next steps of our lives, we will experience things that are unfamiliar, exciting, and even scary. We're leaving the people and place we've known for over a decade. The final months of our senior year were far less than perfect. At the time, We didn't know we were walking the halls for the last time, or that putting our jersey on in the spring for the first time would also be our last. We had to give up many things, but what we missed out on will not define us. In these next steps, I encourage you to ask yourself 3 important questions. Who are you? Who do you want to be? And how will you get there? We are all unique, and our answers will not be the same. Some of us will be serving to protect our country. Some will be working in our community, and others will be attending college. In the future, we may be police officers, doctors, politicians, or teachers. We will continue to change the world around us. Whether you know it or not, we are all capable of great things. So whatever your answers to these questions are, always remember, be good, try hard, and have fun.
Graduating with a 4.429 cumulative grade point average is Hamilton Township High School Class of 2020 Valedictorian Sarah Suzanne Morbitzer. Sarah is the daughter of Mike and Carol Morbitzer. During her time at Hamilton Township, Sarah has earned honor roll all 4 years of high school, in which she is lettered in her academics. She has also participated in the College Credit Plus program, in which she has earned 33 college credit hours, as well as recognition on the Dean's List at Columbus State Community College. She was nominated by her teachers for Senior of the Month for April. Sarah was recently awarded the President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Ernest Gorman Memorial Scholarship, and the Jim Chadwell Memorial Booster Scholarship, as well as the Columbus Dispatch Scholar Athlete and Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Awards for the class of 2020. She was also awarded a scholarship from the Ohio High School Volleyball Coaches Association. While at HTHS, Sarah was a member of National Honor Society and was yearbook editor-in-chief. She was also a member of the varsity volleyball team, in which she was a 4-year varsity letter winner. Sarah has earned MSL First Team Honors, Central District Honors, and All Ohio Honors during her high school career, and is also a 3-time recipient of the Mid-State League Player of the Year Award. She was also named a Prep Volleyball High School Academic All-American and National Player of the Week, Max Preps Ohio Volleyball Player of the Week, and is on the Under Armour High School All-American Watch and Phenom list. Sarah was also a Central Ohio All-Star and was named to both the Super 12 Volleyball and American Volleyball Coaches Association All-Region teams. Sarah has also participated on a national club volleyball team for 9 years, in which she has earned the title of 2019 AAU National Champion and is the recipient of the Junior Volleyball Association 2020 Athleter Award. She also earned the 2020 CW Scholar Athlete of the Year Award for her efforts both in the classroom and on the court, along with Mid-State League and Ohio High School Volleyball Coaches Association Scholar Athlete recognitions. Sarah has also received recognition for the Principal's Community Service Award for completing over 200 hours of service, in which she has been a volunteer for youth volleyball camps and clinics, and the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure and Volley for the Cure. In the fall of 2020, Sarah plans to continue her academic and volleyball career at The Ohio State University. She plans to also go to medical school to become a pediatric cardiologist. Sarah would like to thank her mother, her father, and her brother Anthony for being her support system and always believing in her dreams. She would also like to thank her teachers and classmates for being like a second family. It is my honor to now present to you Hamilton Township High School's Class of 2020 Valedictorian, Sarah Sue Morbitzer.
Class of 2020, I want to take you back to 2006. That summer, a brash, red youngster came to town, created a big disturbance, eventually made friends with everyone, and loved the town so much that it became home. It doesn't seem like so long ago. I hope you know I'm talking about when many of us started preschool, but I'm definitely not talking about this brash, red youngster. No, I'm talking about focus, speed. I am speed. 1 winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Car number 95, Lightning McQueen. Well, it sort of feels like 2006. And again, I'm no Lightning McQueen, but I am talking to 200 cars at something even bigger than the Piston Cup. I'm honored to be speaking to cars, but I'm more honored to be talking to and about the people in those cars. So okay, ka-chow, here we go. Growing up, we all imagined what our senior year would be. We looked forward to those last few days of walking to our lockers, eating lunch with our classmates, sitting in desks just a few feet apart from each other, in passing our historic victory bell as we'd walk out the doors one last time together. We imagined that our last days of high school would be together rather than apart. Instead, we completed assignments from our beds, and Google Classroom became something we wished we didn't know. We understood how important and necessary the precautions were, but that didn't make our disappointment go away. For once, we missed school. We missed seeing each other and hearing our teachers' voices. We missed playing on the field next to each other and running alongside one another on the track. We didn't wake up at 6:30 in the morning anymore. Instead, some of us probably went to sleep at that time. We woke up every morning and repeated the same routine. The future was so uncertain, but one thing that was and has always been so consistent is our support system, our guardians, our parents. During this unexpected time, we were upset, angry, unmotivated, and worried. And that was just in a matter of a half hour. How our parents put up with us for the last 2 months, I can't explain that. They may be actual superhumans. I do know that they have been with us from the very start, from our first day of kindergarten to our last day of high school that we spent at home. As hard as it is for us to move on, it's just as hard for them. We have grown up in a blink of an eye to them. We have gone from wearing Obet's youth jerseys to wearing a varsity uniform that young Rangers idolize. We have gone from simply trying out in 6th grade for band to being the lead field commander. Once, they helped us with our homework, but now they look at us and wish us luck. Besides that, our parents have done everything in their power to make sure we are loved, cared for, and supported. Our parents do all of those things in different ways. The little things have not gone unnoticed, and we will forever be grateful for everything they have done for us. A few months back, I asked the counselors to ask all of you, what has your parent or parents done to help you through this year or any year during your time at Hamilton? Your responses truly showed me how special our parents are. We don't always realize it, but our parents are there for us regardless of the time of day. That is especially true for Bria Atkinson, who is very thankful that her mom woke up extra early before work to take her to school every morning. Her mom made sure Bria arrived at school safely and ready for the day. Her mother was there to support her every morning. Our parents always were there to drive us and to get us on our way. Many of us were riding with our parents at 7 in the morning, and while we didn't realize at the time, our parents treasured that time with us since they knew it would be over in a few years. The moment our parents dropped us off for school, they were supporting us. They were hoping we'd ace our test and come home learning at least one thing from the day. Our parents were always in our corner. They want the absolute best for us, and they push us until we realize our potential. TACKETT appreciates that his parents always gave him the push he needed to get back on his game when he started slacking. Like all of our parents, they were not going to let their son be anything less than his full potential. We are all thankful for that, even when we don't exactly show it. Our parents' support doesn't just stop once our 7 hours of schooling is up for the day. So many of us put on a Ranger jersey and spend countless hours trying to perfect our craft as we strive to be the superior team in the Mid-State League. Before a big game, you're anxious and have butterflies in your stomach, but at the same time, you're excited and ready to just dominate those Vikings from Asheville. Regardless of the feeling, there was probably some point in your athletic career where you simply looked up in the stands, found your parents, and smiled. In that moment, you knew everything was going to be okay. You knew they're going to love you regardless of the outcome that night. You could always count on seeing your parents in those stands. Sean Moore's parents were his #1 fans. He is so thankful that they were always there to see him at bat during baseball and making clutch shots at his basketball games. Katie Souders has the same appreciation. Her parents always put her first and would wake up at 5 a.m. on Saturday mornings just so they could see their daughter play softball. As athletes, we were committed to our sport, and we were so determined to play our absolute best. We all had our off days, but our parents didn't. They were always on their game. They were the first in the stands for that big game and the first one to congratulate us once we won. Even when things got hard and we walked away with the outcome we didn't want, they were still right there beside us. Some of them probably blamed it on some poor reffing, but in the end, they were still there. For the last 18 years, we have always had someone ready to pick us up when we started to fall. Our parents got us back on our feet. That was always nice to have, but our next stage, we will need to be more independent. That's all right. Our parents have prepared us for this moment. They knew this time would come. They have taught us and supported whatever dream we may have. Mackenzie Denny has dreamt of being an EMT for quite some time now, and because of her parents' support, she was able to succeed in EMT school this past year. Her parents have recognized her goals and have helped her prepare for her future. Like Mackenzie's, our parents are always looking ahead. They are probably filled with emotions during this time, scared, excited, hopeful. Regardless, they are putting us first. Sebastian Eagle is so grateful that his parents let him join the active duty military. That is not an easy choice to make, but this is what Sebastian wants to do next, and they support his decision. Whatever comes next won't be easy, but with the constant support of our parents, we will succeed in so many ways. It would be quite hard for me to write a speech about what our parents have done for us and not mention my own. I've known that if I had the opportunity to talk in front of all of you, that I wanted to focus on the most important people in our lives. This idea didn't just come to me one day. Rather, it started on my first day of kindergarten. Before I left for my first day of school, my dad left me a note on the kitchen counter. He also that morning got down to my level, looked me in my eyes seriously, and said, "Never forget this, boys lie." Good to know, but that's besides the point. 2,267 notes later, and here we are. Every single morning, my dad has written me a note before school. They consisted of jokes, random facts, what we're having for dinner that night, or just telling me to have a good day. Regardless of what the note said, I could always count on seeing it right before I left for school. My notes mean a lot to me, and so does something else. 96,587. That's the number of miles traveled with my mom to and from volleyball. Whether we were coming home with hardware or from a really hard practice, she was always right there next to me. She always put my dreams first and gave me every opportunity to be the best version of myself. I know I'm not alone when I say this. I will forever be grateful for everything my parents have sacrificed to get me where I am today. Obviously, the last few months were not easy for any of us, but again, it made me realize how special our parents in this community are. So many of you came together and made sure every senior was adopted. You have no idea how much that meant to us. Thank you for putting a smile on each of our faces. We are grateful. Like Carl Smith, Carl was grateful that his parents always helped with anything he needed, and that applies to all of our parents. You came through when it was needed the most. This speech was not hard to write. Our parents are amazing people and who do everything they can to make sure we're happy, cared for, and loved. The little things have not gone unnoticed. We're all so grateful for their sacrifices. Right now, where you are together, I want there to be lots of happy tears, smiling, and hugs. Love each other and love this moment. Wherever our next chapter takes us, we know that we will be supported and encouraged. Regardless of what is next for each of us, we are prepared. We have learned from the best and have been shaped by a community that wants to see us succeed. I've said it before, this is a special place. From our DQ to Cardos, from the fortress to those 6 pillars standing tall, it's a community unlike any other, and I am so grateful for being a part of it. I wouldn't trade my time as a Ranger for anything. I can't wait to wear scarlet and gray, but I would never forget where I came from and how much the green and gold means to me. Thank you, Hamilton, and congratulations, class of 2020. Let's hear it from those cars. Be loud and be together. Go Rangers.